Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why semen retention can help you gain enlightenment. Now, first of all, what is enlightenment? And what is the correlation between gaining enlightenment and being on seed retention? See, the thing is, enlightenment is a complete understanding of a situation, complete understanding of something, of a situation, of a thing, understanding something. Now, the way seed retention can help you become enlightened in some sort of situation is because the most important thing is you're increasing your vibration. And what does this really even mean? See, the thing is, when you go on seed retention plus when you meditate, you're basically increasing your mood. And because the thing is, the thoughts that you really used to entertain when you weren't on retention and when you weren't meditating, they were anxious thoughts, they were anxiety thoughts, they were fearful thoughts. But now you kind of flip the script, and now the thoughts that you start entertaining are empowering thoughts, higher vibrational thoughts, thoughts that make you in a better mood, thoughts that make you feel more confident, thoughts that are better for you. And since you're entertaining these type of thoughts more, you're receiving more insight for your problems. You're receiving information about maybe situations that you might have been in the past that you didn't understand, but now you're gaining a lot more clarity. You start entertaining, and you start grasping, and you start gaining clarity when you decide to retain and meditate. There is a correlation between meditating and going on seed retention and getting a lot of clarity between certain situations, things that you're no longer asking why is this happening. You have a better understanding of things in general. Someone comes at you with a problem, and if you've been on retention and you've been meditating for a while, you're more likely to be able to help them. You might not know every single thing, but you're gaining a lot. But with what they've told you, you can kind of put two and two together, and you can kind of help them with their problems. You're becoming more insightful. Your spiritual powers are blossoming. See, the soul has a lot of benefits to it, and if you keep taking care of it and keep nurturing the soul, if you keep nurturing the soul, then you're going to be in a better place, because a lot of people are just very ignorant. They have low awareness, and increasing your awareness is probably the number one thing that you can do for yourself. If you have if your awareness is high, you have a lot more answers to problems. You know why things are happening. You have a good explanation of why things are happening. Your awareness is very high. Anybody who comes at you with a problem, you can answer their question in a pretty good way. You just have a very good grasp of the world around you. You start realizing that your inner world is creating your outer world. So the things that you're dwelling on are literally becoming manifest in the future. So you don't take questions. You're not wondering why certain things are happening to you. You realize there is cause and effect for a lot of things. Maybe, for example, you've tried a diet. You're trying a new thing. Maybe you decide to cut out sugar out of your diet, and then all of a sudden, your brain is acting weird, your body starts acting weird. It starts, maybe gets chills. It's acting different, and you might be asking yourself, why is this happening? Well, an answer to this is, it's probably because since your brain is probably used to a lot of sugar, and now since it's not getting that sugar anymore, it's basically rewiring itself to suit its new you. to suit the new you that you're taking it to. So, and this is why the bizarre things are starting to happen. But over a while, it's going to adjust, and it's going to adjust to the things that you're doing. So it's all about the brain rewiring. And also, when you go and receive attention, and some people were talking about like wet dreams. See, the thing about wet dreams is the thing about wet dreams is since your body is not really used to your seminal fluid like backing up like this, it's doing everything in its power to get rid of it, because it's not used to all of that seminal fluid backup. And it's the subconscious is basically tricking your brain to think that to have some sort of sexual dream, so it can get rid of some of the excess fluid that you've been harnessing up. This is kind of normal, but over time it doesn't tend to happen, because now you're more used to it. Like they really don't happen to me anymore. Like if you're still getting them, there's a point where they kind of stop, because your brain is already kind of rewired to the basically the version of that you're putting forth. So the wet dreams, maybe if you're a little bit newer to retention, or you just picked up like maybe bad habits over time, it's just readjusting to the new you. Over time, these won't be as prevalent and they will disappear. So that's where it is. Like, I mean, wet dreams are something that will happen to you, but eventually they won't happen to you anymore. Also, you're becoming a problem solver. When you go on retention, you're becoming a problem solver. The key is semen retention and meditation. If you can do this for a little bit of time, you're literally becoming the all-knowing version of yourself. You can conquer anything. You're increasing your vibration. The best thing for you to do is increase your vibration. And what does really this mean? All it means is that you're increasing your mood. You're increasing your happiness. And like the happier you become, the more likely you are to receive insight to things that you need help with. This is how the world works. The happier the happier version that you're exhibiting out, the world is going to meet you in the middle, and now it's going to give you more situations and circumstances to be happy about. This is quantum physics. This is the basics of quantum physics. The happier you become, the more things you will tend to see in your life that makes you feel that way. It makes you feel better. Now, the more miserable you are, the more evidence of you being miserable. You might miss a red light. The cops might be in your vicinity all the time. You might never be catching breaks. You have to increase your vibration. This is the number one thing that you can do for yourself, increasing. And I don't mean increasing your vibration by fake stimulants like drugs and alcohol. I mean naturally increasing your vibration, getting sun, meditating, working out, just increasing your vibration, increasing your mood. And if you consistently do this, you're gonna start realizing that your life is becoming just better. It's becoming better. You might still go to problems, but you have a better way of handling yourself. You have yourself together. You put yourself together. Also, you're becoming more excited about life when you retain and when you meditate. You're becoming just a lot more excited about your life. And this is important, because if you're not creating your own happiness, then you're going to be in a lower vibration. You're going to be in your lower chakras. You have to you're starting to become more creative. The creative energy is oozing through you. You start looking at things from a different light. You start looking at things from a different perspective. If you still have questions about certain things in your life, all of that seems to just dissolve. You're becoming enlightened about your entire life. You're becoming enlightened about your entire life. You start realizing that if you would have done this in the past, maybe you would have gotten a different result. If you would have acted like this in the past, maybe you would have gotten a different result. Now you start realizing that you are the creator of your life. You can really create a new story. Your habits are different. The thoughts that you entertain are different. The people that you hang out, the people that you start hanging out is just different. You really only want to hang out with people who increase your mood. that's the only people that you really want to hang out with. You have no time for people who decrease your mood. You only want to be with people who are increasing your vibration. And I mean, this is very big, because if you're hanging out with people who are lowering your vibration, you're not going to receive the same insight, the best insight for your problems, because you're looking at life from a lower perspective. You're not looking at the best and brightest picture. You're looking from a lower perspective. And you're going to get bad results if you keep looking at life this way. You have to look at life from a bird, through God's eyes. You have to look at life through a bird's eye view of life, and you will finally receive solutions to your problems. And the best way to do this is to retain and to meditate. Meditation helps you increase your vibration. You're no longer the victim. You're a co-creator in this reality. You're becoming enlightened. You're becoming your higher self. And all of those problems that you used to have are now dissolving, because you have a lot more mental clarity in your life. If that makes sense. If that really makes sense. Life is becoming fun. Life is becoming easier. You're happier. And this is a pretty big, this is probably one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.